What's going on, y'all? Welcome back and welcome back. And if you listen to this in podcast, welcome back to the podcast. And hopefully you subscribe to the YouTube channel. If it's this on YouTube, hopefully you subscribe to the podcast because I got some different stuff on the podcast that I talk about. But this one, I think I'm gonna take the audio from this, turn it into a podcast too, just because I didn't want to do another episode on the same thing on the podcast. But I think I had to do a video on this just because when I was looking for references for the podcast, I found this. And let's go ahead and react to this video. Look at or listen to this if you're listening, or watch this if you're watching on YouTube. TMZ.
First off, your thought about this decision from the courts.
We were taken aback initially, not because of the Supreme Court's decision, but because Jussie never admitted guilt. We understand that he has due process rights and double jeopardy shouldn't and is not allowed in America. However, Jussie should have admitted guilt, and that's where we stand.
So the real injustice here was the sweetheart deal he was given by Kim Fox's office at the beginning of all of this.
He did all these network interviews. He said how white MAGA people
It's Jussie. Of course, he got a sweetheart deal. He's a sweetheart.
are out to kill him because he was gay and black. We're in the middle of the George Floyd riots. This was a blowtorch to blow up American society and further that cause and make him more famous. That's the big deal, isn't it?
Yes, it is a big deal.
Yo.
And the problem is, if it was a regular Schmo Joe, John Doe, or Ola Oshundairo, he would not get that deal. Jussie got that deal because he has influence and power. So it shows that there are two different citizens in America, one with power and one without. And that's why he got that sweetheart deal.
Have you talked to him since, Ola? Did he ever pay you guys?
We have not spoken to him since. Yes, he did pay us at first. He still owes us $500, but I don't think we're ever going to see that.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go
It wasn't
ahead,
about the money. It was not about the money at all. It was more so us.
He still owe $500. Jussie, give these man their $500. They did what they had to do, man. You the one who fucked it up. You the one who fucked it up.
Helping out a friend.
Do you know anyone that believes him? Do you know anyone that believes Jussie Smollett was telling the truth, Ola?
Not a single soul. I do see people online that still has his back, but no, in my immediate circle, nobody believes him.
Yeah, not even Pinocchio.
Abel, let me ask you something. When he told you about it, did you realize this was an absolute farce that would never come off, that no one would believe it?
Yes, I did believe that. However, he made it seem like this is what Hollywood does. He mentioned Kim Kardashian. During that time, she had a incident where she got robbed and kidnapped in France. And he said that was made up, that was fake. So that's what I was thinking,
Wow.
oh, this is what Hollywood does. My brother and I are professional actors, and we thought, oh, this is our introduction into Hollywood.
Yo. I'm not gonna say they threw him under the bus, bro. He threw himself under the bus, man. Yo, that motherfucker Juicy threw himself under the bus, yo. But these dudes ain't hold nothing back. They didn't hold nothing. Hey, look, man, this is what we're actors. He paid us. You know what I mean? He still owes us $500. I don't know if they're gonna see that 500. Juicy, give them their $500, man. Come on, man. You got the money, man. You got a sweetheart deal. Only sweethearts get sweetheart deals. You know what I mean? Yo, this dude said, yo, this is what they do in Hollywood. He still owes $500, but we actors. Look, I believe them completely. I mean, they're actors. This guy who's already an actor, he's already in movies. They're counting on him. He's like, nah, this is what we do in Hollywood. You know what I mean? You do this for publicity, whatever, and then blah blah blah. He probably promised them that he'll put them onto something or whatever in the future, and they gave him. I think he paid him like I thought it was 3,000 because I did this on my podcast. I spoke about it, but I thought he paid him like $3,000. But I think he really didn't pay him shit. Um, that's fucked up. But hopefully they get famous after this, man. Because you know what, I'm team Os. Well, I can't say their name, Osiris, whatever their name is. I'm their team. These two brothers, man. Because Juicy, Juicy, Juicy. Yeah, you fucked up, man. For those of you who don't know who Juicy is, again, let me give you uh a brief rundown or a brief description of who he is. Back in 2019, he hired these two guys. He was an actor on a show called Empire, and I spoke about this something 5 reactions ago. A show called Empire, and he decided he's black and gay. I think he's half black. He's half black and full gay, and he decided that he was going to stage. This is during the first Trump presidency. He was going to pretend like some white dudes in MAGA hats jumped him and put a noose around his head and called him a gay FAG. You know what I mean? Or gay. Yo, if you hear Dave Chappelle stand up when that shit was hilarious. He said, nobody, Dave Chappelle said, he said that they, what is it? They jumped him, tied a noose around his neck, and yelled, "You gay black FAG." And Dave Chappelle was like, now nobody believed that this was two country white guys or whatever in the city of Chicago. Nobody believed that's what two country white guys would say, because they all knew, because everybody knew, like he said, black people knew that is something I would say. Oh, yo, I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't stop laughing. But anyway, so he pretended to get jumped. He pretended that these guys were jumping him, or that they jumped him, and then he called the police, had the noose around his neck, and he went on, what show was it? I forgot what show was it. ABC. Somebody interviewed him. He was crying. He was like, he made himself the victim. And we suffer from that now in society. Professional victimhood. He pretended that he got jumped and that he was hurt, and called himself the gay Tupac, like I said in my last video, and it just backfired on him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody saw through the bullshit, and these dudes, he duped them out, man. He played them because they thought they was gonna, it's like, oh, we're gonna get put on. This is good, you know what I mean? This is gonna work for us, this, that, and the third, and it didn't. It didn't, you know what I'm saying? He played them. You know what I mean? He's like, yo, I'm gonna pay you. Trust me, it's gonna work. We're gonna get famous because I'm gonna get famous for getting jumped. He threw Kim under the bus. Kim faked that, whatever it is. Here's the thing with these celebrities, man. With these celebrities, and once you start, I know I've never been famous, and I'm not trying to get to be famous. I'm kind of an introvert, believe it or not. I am very introverted. With these celebrities, when they see that their fame is getting a little low, like the Kardashians, this guy, Jussie Smollett, he wanted to be famous. He wanted to, because he's only famous now because he's a liar. But he could get slapped by a Klan member right now, and nobody will believe him on camera, holding IDs up, their little Klan IDs, whatever they have, and nobody will believe him. But these celebrities, once they start losing a little bit of that fame, a little bit of that notoriety, if they see that their viewership isn't the same as last week or whatever, they're gonna do something. A sex tape, whatever, get kidnapped, get some fake racist attack, just like Smollett did. They'll do anything for that. They'll do anything for that fame. That's what they are known for. They're hungry for fame. They're known for doing that, man. rarely will you see them, especially these new ones that rely on social media. Kim Kardashian relies on social media. She doesn't have a talent. So, she doesn't really have a talent. Jussie Smollett, he had a talent, so I don't understand why, he has it or had it, or I don't know, has a talent. He's an actor, and I think he sings too. So he could have just gone on that, but they want it faster. They want it fast. This is something that could catapult them. Oh, he's the guy who got attacked for being gay and black. Of course, he's using his blackness because he's half like Jewish. Oh, I don't know what he's like black. He's half white or something like that. And but he's using full blackness because it's not cool to use white. White's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, it's only cool to use a minority. So I'm gonna use brown. I mean, I'm completely Hispanic, but still, I don't use that as like that's just where I'm from. That's my heritage. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I am. I've got all kinds of friends, white, black, whatever, and I'm not famous, so I really don't care. You know what I mean? Shit, I do some videos that get 1 view, and that's probably my mom, and then she yells at me for something I said in it, or I get 3,000 views, and people say, "Oh, it's cool, it's not cool, whatever." These people live in their fantasy world. They also, that's their money, so they don't want their money to go down. You know what I mean? It's crazy because they have their money, they get their money, but they're hungry for that notoriety, for that you know that that I have to have this. I have to have this fame. They just have to be talked about. They have to be. It doesn't, and they don't care. They don't care if it's a sex tape. They don't care what it is. They have to be talked about. They want to be talked about. That's all it is. It's they hear people talking about them. They love it. You know what I mean? You don't have like, and I think back in the day, uh, before the internet, before we had all this technology, before we had, all these cameras on our cell phones where we could just get up and record stuff. The the celebrities were more humble because they had to go through more trouble to actually, you know, uh, record them doing something or record something or put something out. They weren't they the celebrities back in the day, and I don't know how far I want to go back, but they relied on their talent. Man, I hope I put out a good product. Now anybody could be a celebrity just doing anything. You could be a meme and become a celebrity just because you did like that meme with the that meme with the guy who taps his head like think about it, you know what I'm saying? That meme, I don't know what that meme is called, but it's been used millions of times. You know, Kim Kardashian got famous from a sex tape, not from her dad or anything. I didn't even know that was her dad till years later. That her dad was the one who was in the OJ case. You know what I mean? Jussie Smollett, yeah, he could have relied on his what do you call it? The what's that shit? His talent is on Empire, because it was a good show. It was a good show. It was a little bit, they had a little bit too many of those weird scenes for me, but still, it was a good show. It was a good show. You know what I mean? It was interesting. It was, oh man, what's gonna happen next? Then he went. I think he ruined that show. I think he ruined it for everybody with with that stunt, and he got his sweetheart deal because he's a sweetheart. Juicie's a sweetheart. That's incredible, bro. I don't even understand. I don't know. I don't know how they do it. Like, again, these celebrities now, they can grab their camera and they can grab the camera on their phone from their car, from their bedroom, film a video, and still stay relevant just doing that. So they have it really easy. Celebrities now have it really easy. And the problem is they have it so easy that they step on their own feet now because they just keep chasing that fame, chasing that fame, chasing that fame. You see the old school guys, you got the Stallones, the Schwarzeneggers and things like that. And not all of them, because look, some of them get into political stuff and start making these videos and start looking stupid. But some of a lot of the old school ones stay quiet. Look at the Keanu Reeves. You don't see him doing crazy shit. You don't see Stallone. You don't even see Schwarzenegger doing too much craziness. You know what I mean? You don't see like the older guys. You don't the Wesley Snipes. You know what I mean? Denzel Washington. The only reason Denzel's on the news right now is because he kissed a dude in his new movie. He kissed a dude, which I don't. I'm not even bothering making a video or reaction to that because I think that's dumb. I know Denzel. Look, if the movie called for, I think actually that part was like taken out of the movie. I don't know if it was taken out, but it was he kissed the dude's hand, then he had to kiss him real quick and then kill him. So that was part of the movie. I mean, we've seen Michael Corleone do it. We've seen it happen like a kiss of death type shit. I don't think he was doing some Brokeback Mountain shit. People tripping over that. You know what I mean? But anyway, Smollett, shame on you, man. Shame on you. You got your little sweetheart deal. Sweetheart. It's fucking Jussie Smollett, bro. A fucking sweetheart, bro. And these dudes, hey, shout out to the brothers, man. To these brothers, man. It was like, hey, look, we thought we was, gonna be doing something. He told us this is how to do it. They didn't know. They came here to be actors. They're actors. I'm sure they're gonna get some parts now. I promise you. I think they are. I think they're gonna. So actually, Juicy did help him out. Juicy did help him out. So I think they're gonna get parts. I don't know. I think these dudes gonna get parts. But anyway, that's all I got for you, man. Send me. Look, if you're on YouTube or even here on Spotify or Apple, wherever you're listening to me at, go ahead and send me some stuff. You know what I mean? If there's some news report you want me to comment on, talk about, whatever. Some of you want me to react to on YouTube, but you gotta subscribe to the YouTube channel to see it. Don't be crazy, right? Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe here on the podcast. I'm not gonna do too many of these because the podcast is normally different. I do the podcast not from here. I do it from the car. I actually record from my car. I'll go if I'm driving, then I'll pull over somewhere quiet. I got my microphone and I'll record in the car if you know what I'm saying. I try to always have something to do. I do work from home, but I try to have something to do so I could go and record. And I'll do 2 or 3 episodes and I'll split them up 15 minutes each. 10 or 15 minutes each, not too long because it's just me. Once I get a co-host and we get on here and we do, the whole co-host thing, talking shit about shit, then there'll be a little bit longer. But until then, just go ahead and show me some love, man. I show everybody else love. And show each other love, man. And stop so many hoaxes, man. Ain't nobody with no MAGA hat gonna jump you and put a noose around your head while you're buying Subway. Damn, they didn't even take the sandwich or nothing, bro. I would have took the sandwich. Anyway, that shit was funny. I'll see you guys on the next smoke, man.